Welcome everyone to another one-up guided tour, and today we're doing a special request. It's puzzle 200. I worked on this a little bit earlier today and did a 5-minute solve. We're going to try and mimic that in a slow and more deliberate fashion. Let's get started. This is one of the harder one-up puzzles that's been released. It is a 10 by 10 minus 12 squares, so it's a big bit. All right, so we do that just to shape the puzzle a little bit. I do my puzzles as a segment by segment solve. We're not going to do that so much here, but I'm not going to chase digits willy-nilly. We're going to do what I call a rare digit solve, where we basically just make a matrix of the possibilities for each of the rare digits as we go along, seeing what we can gain out of that. This is not my method. I picked up from someone else, and credit will be given in the notes, a link and all. Okay, so we're here in column 3. It needs a 10. There's only one square left for it to be. Now we place 2 of our 10s. Only one legal square left on the board for a 10. Now each one of these columns and rows that touch a 10 need a 9. There's only one way they end up going. You can look at that, but try out the other ways. That is the way. Now, a lot of people, myself included, back when I did this another style, left this at this point. My original solve was about 27 minutes of drudgery. We will not be here that long. Column 8 needs a 7 and 8. Only 2 squares left for a 7 and 8. And that one can't be a 7. So we know they go like this. Now we're going to do this one with its 9 and 10. Likewise, that could be a 7, but not an 8. That can be either, doesn't matter. It goes like this. One column left with the 9 and 10. That's this one here. Again, there's only 2 squares. It can be either one. That can't be a 7, so that one is. But there is one more column that can see the 8. And of course, all the other 8s are taken, so you're just left one. And now what about the 7? It needs a 7. There's only one spot for the 7. What about 6s? Yep, yeah, because of this, there's only one 6. There we go, 6. 5s, there can be more than one. Let's look at that, though. All right, we're going to do pigeonholing here. So, the first thing, just because it's offending me, is I missed this 3 in my earlier scan. I do it habitually. We're going to place it. All right, now we'll pigeonhole R9. This can only be a 1 or a 2. Everything else is taken. This can only be a 1 or a 2. That means the 1 and 2 are going to push the 4-5 pair out to the side. That's a 4-5. That's a 4-5, but it can't be a 5. One-up puzzles can be repetitive sometimes, and let me show you what I mean. So that's a 1-2 or 1-2, pushes a 4 or 5 out. That's a 1-2. That's a 1-2-3. That's a 1-2-3, pushing the 4 and 5 out. I'm not going to mark anything here yet. Let's move up one more. No 4, no 4. 5s are taken, but there's no 4, which means the 4s are again pushed out. And I don't use notes this way, but we're going to use notes right here for y'all just to keep track of this and talk about it. These either or 4s along the rows, when they line up column to column like this, they can be turned. Now they're either or 4s vertically as well. And what that means is this can't be a 4, this can't be a 4, that can't even be a 4, and that can't be a 4. Let's go over and look at their side. That's not a 4. Not a 4 already. Not a 4, but this one, that's not a 4. That's not a 4. That's not a 4. So we know a 4. So we've gained a digit. Let's see, what else? Let's move down to this one. Let's pigeonhole this one. Let's see if there's something analogous going on here. That's a 2-3. That's a 2-3. What are we pushing out? a 4, and a 6. This can't be a 4. Now, I don't know if you looked at this one. I know I didn't mention it yet. But it could only be 3, 5, or 6. But this is only a 5 segment. So can't be a 6. Can't be a 6. We found a 6. Let's go ahead and turn over here. Can't be a 5. Could be a 4, 5. Can't be a 5. Can't be a 5. Could be a 5. I guess we don't really know yet. What can we find? Well, that can't be a 3, though. Can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. This has to be a 4 and a 5, and neither of those is 3. So there's our 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 4. Well, there's our 4. What does that... I bet you we have more in this column, though. Let's see. So there's 1 and 2. We're left with needing a 3, 5, 6. Well, that can't be 3 or 6. And that can't be 3. Sorry, that is the 3. All right, so that's something. I like to say turn when this happens. And so that's going to pop this 3 up here. So this is the 1, 2. And these are the 4, 5s. Let's see what else we have here. That's a 1 and 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Making this a 1, making this a 2, making this a 1, making this a 2, and this a 1. There's another 2. This is 4 or 5, and C's a 5. That makes this last 4 over here. Get rid of that note. There. All right. This is where we stopped. So 1, 2. That's a 1, 2. Let's see. Oh, no, this is where we stopped. Let's do this one. All right. So this column is missing 2, 5, and 6. This has got to be the 2. Which means this has to be the 5. Which means this has to be the 6. Still don't have that coming through. Let's see, this one's next. We've got 3 in here. We need 1, 2, and 6. Oh, well, that's the 1. Making that the 2. Making that the 6. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2. That's the 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. Excuse me. And down here, this is a 5. Might as well get it. Let's see, up here, what do we have? 1, 2, we need a 3 and a 5. Don't have those yet. Oh, well, we have this 4. Probably could have found that a lot easier earlier. And that has to be a 1 by the sliding 1s. That has to be a 1. That has to be a 3. We're missing 3 and 5. It goes like this. 6 and 5 and 3. So that's over there. This is missing 1 or 2. So there's a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 5 and a 3 and a 2. And that's one way around that mountain. I have a shorter 5-minute solve that I'll post without the talking and perhaps a little more direct without mistakes. Thank you all very much for watching this. I put in a little bit of effort on it earlier. If you enjoyed it and went all the way through, please like or subscribe or share or any of that fun stuff. Thank you all. Have a great night. Bye.